to me, it's an excuse to writhe about on stage. Any opportunity I get, I really just like freaking the fuck out. It's great fun.
Nothing.
I suppose to me, Big Empty Heads is an excuse to vent my frustrations about the world, political, societal, anything really.
Big Empty Heads? It's like a side project that I lend my talents to, because without me, I'm afraid the guys just won't be able to make it ever.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty simple. It's the ancient demon Glorthlorb that sits underneath my bed. He starts stabbing little daggers up through my mattress if I don't get up before 8:20 in the morning. Real like inconvenient stuff. I've asked him a few times, like, hey, look, I know you're paying rent to be here, and it's cool and all. I'm chill with it, you know. I like to think I'm a little bit progressive, you know. But there comes a point where it's like, dude, you gotta fucking stop stabbing me in the back with all of these daggers that you've set on fire from hell. Because, like, I mean...
This.
think coffee helps as well on the occasion.
Music. And that guy.
Mainly I wake up from like nightmares, PTSD attacks. Just remembering playing shows with Big Empty Heads is enough to get me going really through the day, because it's hard out there. I mean, like, it's some of the worst music I've heard in my life, to be honest. It's pretty horrendous. And then sometimes also Franek sends me like demo tapes of his material from like, you know, practices, and it's like watching a snuff movie or like a live leak video when you're like 12 or something. It's horrifying shit. So pretty much that. I'm scarred. Like I need some like compensation for my time in Big Empty Heads, which I hope it will make up in a new band called My Second Life. Much better band. And we're playing at the Rounding the 23rd with Evil Side.
What influences my playing? Just like outside of the band, I feel like I have quite a different music taste compared to what's normally played. So it's kind of a mixture of both my own personal music taste, like James Jameson or Ginger Root a lot, really. He's got some amazing stuff. And then in the band, it's sort of just kind of trying to tune in with what else is going on.
Me.
The sound of the wind, leaves falling on an autumn morning, and coffee.
Shut your fucking mouth!
So, Michael Bolton, Hilary Duff, Irvine, Faith No More, Kanye, and
I mean, like, $50,000 you can make any day of the week by scratch tickets, you know? Like, one day I am going to win the lottery. It's going to happen. Dinner with Jay-Z is only ever going to happen once, and that is by this choice right here, without, hands down, shadow of a doubt, dinner with Jay-Z. Because he'd also give me those $50,000 if I begged him enough.
I'm gonna have a dinner with Jay-Z because I'm gonna smash his face.
Let me do the math on that. Dinner with Jay-Z.
50K or Jay-Z? Well, 50K, that's easy. That's like the dumbest question. 50K, obviously. Like, Jay-Z's taken, okay? He's with Beyonce, so there's no point of having dinner with Jay-Z. So 50K it is. Like, that's money. That is money. You take 50K, and then you bet on red.
I'm gonna drink some pints, and what do I do after this?
Dog. Oh. Dog. Guess. Figure painting, obviously. What else would I be doing?
I suppose just thinking, longing, yearning.
Okay, man, that's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna try and hit Tesco Express, get some food because I'm out of food. Like I only have a yogurt and some hummus in my fridge. I need to get something else. Hopefully, like maybe some milk, some cereal, maybe get a sandwich going, tortilla wraps. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then it'll be just going to bed because sleep is everything. Get your sleep in, kids.
I suppose we all really kind of met in music class in first year, and there was always talks about everybody starting a band together, but nothing really came about from that until I started speaking more with Rufus, I guess.
Around December of 2024, myself and Franek and another friend of ours, Oliver, the bassist of Aftershock, shout out Oliver, they were jamming and Franek invited me along. I hadn't really been playing bass for like a lot of 2024, so I really had to kind of like, get into it, and it was like the next day, so I was really kind of like, okay, I need to like remember how to play the bass. So that was a lot of bullshittery. But then afterwards, Franek had an idea for a song he had been working on. I was like, oh yeah, let's jam on that. So himself and myself, we started jamming again, and we're talking about it in class. And our drummer Nikita, he hears us talking about it, and he's like, oh dude, I can totally play the drums.
Just say you pretended to play drums.
So I pretended to play drums. What else did I say?
And then we invited you along and gave you a chance.
And then they invited me along and gave me a chance.
So I was sitting on a couch in the library, and then this white guy came over to me and then started to stare at me. So I was like, oh, is this some kind of new racism or something? And he starts to talk to me like, oh, we're in the same lectures. I didn't know that at that moment. So yeah, and then we had some conversations, and then he suddenly asked me, do you play guitars? Yeah, how did you know that? You look like one. And then 2 Irish nerds text me, if you want to join the band. And yeah, why not? Because I'm good.
Yeah, no, definitely Glasgow Smile, because it's fun. I think it's probably one of my favorite bass lines that I've written, and I get a little solo part at the end, which is really fun, and I get to show off. So.
I lost my wedding ring.
Definitely Dance Dance Dance, because it's one of my favorite novels, named from Japan, and it's pretty well written. Not better than me. It might be come out as a single.
It changes every day, but I suppose Dance 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 from the new ones.
Let me tell you today, clap your fucking hands. Let me tell you today, watch the world burn. So they tell you today, as the streets flood with rags, and watch the world burn. So you
There's a lot of really amazing talent in the Cork music scene at the minute. I personally really enjoy Baby Rat. I think they're going to be big. They're going to be huge. And I have to clear my throat. Fuck.
No one. I don't care.
Well, on a local level, you hear all these names, Nijaki and Smithereen, all good friends of the band, but really nobody comes close to Esper.
My Second Life, Wheelbite, Evil Scientist. That's my top 3. And it just so happens that all of them will be playing together on the 23rd of October.
Yeah, big things coming. We're headlining Woodstock. People don't want you to know this, we're actually bringing Woodstock back. And they asked us to headline because Mr. John Woodstock himself came to our last gig in the Kino And it was so good, it brought him to tears. And he said, guys, you have to do Woodstock. And we're like, but Mr. John Woodstock, we thought Woodstock was over. And he said, nuh-uh. And we said, okay. So that's what we're doing. What are you doing?
We're gonna beat the shit out of these Cork local bands, and we're gonna beat the shit out of the Irish bands, and we're gonna beat the shit out of all the bands in the world. Yeah, that's why we make music.
What's next? That's a very good question. I suppose top list of the priorities is getting a single out, probably an EP, maybe even an album at some point in the near future. Touring Ireland would be nice, but also touring abroad somewhere like, we're thinking about Korea or Eastern Europe. Wherever that brush just went, that's where we're going to play next.
So we're gonna drop some music, but like it won't be an album, it won't be an EP, it won't be a remix album either. There's only one thing left. Greatest hits compilation. You know where it's at, bro. Greatest hits.